Go check out my tickets I put in for tonight. Basketball. You hear me? I checked. I'm about to play a game. Check my What up? Check it. Yeah. Uh, you said if it's the same one at work, then another one. Oh, I'll check it after this. I'm about to lose this NCAA game real quick. Gotta defend my championship. Gotta defend my natty.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going to run it. It's Robinson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And you're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got a man. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Offense in an empty set. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Lockett. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's McCutcheon. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went game time.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man. It's Wallace.
Wow.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll run the RPO and...
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. The quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants to throw it again.
Ooh.
Big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quarterback keeps it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it.
No.
Intercepted to stop the threat. At the 20. And he's going to score.
See, now just for showboating,
Touchdown,
nah,
UCLA.
it's not a good idea to do.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle.
That wasn't so smart.
We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
And now I gotta win by like 50 now.
To tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this.
Turns on the Jets. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's...
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Robinson. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh.
In the middle, it's Marshall. And he's knocked down immediately, but before he moves the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's
That was my cat. She doing some dumb shit.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And the Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Third down and short is exactly what you want in offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Let's it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bruins! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical.
14 plays. God damn.
Made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Sayin. He's going for it all.
Wide open. Throw it out of bounds. Come on, bro.
Going for a big play on first down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, almost 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Wants to throw again. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Sends it back in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Fires and picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the run, it's Robinson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that...
It's complete. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to
Let me start running the ball. I'm
hit
tripping.
a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Got it in the middle. It's McCutcheon. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down.
Wow.
Just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
That's great.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Just keeps slinging it. He's got him. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Well, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Longhorns! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here.
Man, get the fuck out of here, dude.
And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Nigga over there throwing bullshit and getting away with it.
Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.
I get the ball back at half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That's the end of the
We good.
second
We
quarter.
good.
That
We
means it's
good.
time
We
to
good.
join
We good.
Kevin and our halftime update.
They getting some bullshit, but we.
The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And from this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David.
Wow.
Throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Wow.
And he's loose on the right. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Wow.
Ready to try the point after. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. to the ground with it back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Yeah, and listen, offensively,
We barely ran the ball. Okay, we got to get to running the ball.
Yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
What
He
the
let that
fuck?
thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Butler. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Flushed out of the pocket.
Oh my
For the
God.
4th time tonight, it's an interception. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
On the option.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen.
All right, come on.
This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This is ridiculous, bro.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll try the outside to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
The ball is out behind the line. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw him in reverse.
The defense is obviously trailing by a lot here in the second half. They need something big to happen to get back in this one. Turnovers is the key. They were almost able to get one right there. Nice job knocking it out. The offense very lucky it rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, we're just struggling right now. This is crazy.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down.
I should know.
Breaks into the open. They are
I should know.
As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the Moorhead trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Starts to scramble to the left. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so
It's all
quick.
good.
And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Nigga's terrible.
First play of the drive.
I'm just playing bad.
22. They'll move the tight end. Now on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused
I got a whole
on
quarter, though.
assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down.
No, I can't do nothing when he's getting plays like that, though.
They finally wrestle down the 16. they've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll run the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop. Now setting up 4th down.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Gashing the knee on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end, making sure that falls incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Hauls it in. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Texas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Steps away. They get to him as he throws.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hitting to him.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help
Arr!
the defense. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got him where you wanted him. You backed him up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop him. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Fights off a defender. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Robinson. He'll toss it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently.
Went to that cheesy ass Wildcat when it mattered the most.
You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense in press coverage. Back has it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll pitch it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 4th down, it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it.
Stupid ass.
Pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it.
He dropped it.
It just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
He dropped it. That's crazy.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back one day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout.
What are you doing, dude?
Have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Oh, that's a terrible loss already. Terrible loss. Well, got that out of the way already. I threw 6 INTs and lost by 14. And 2 of them were pick sixes. 2 pick sixes and luck off. That's crazy.